It's the end of 2024, and as someone with over 8 years of experience as an animator, I have seen how tools and techniques evolve over the years. And lately, I have started using AI tools into my own animation workflow. And let me tell you, it's been a game changer. So this year, the creative world has witnessed some of the most revolutionary advancement in AI tools, reshaping how designers, animators, and video creators work. But with this groundbreaking innovation comes a question. Is AI a creative ally or is threatening to the very essence of human artistry? So in this video, let's dive into the biggest AI milestones of this year and let's think about how the future of the creative world looks like. So it all started with the announcement of SORA by OpenAI on 15th of February, the most anticipated text-to-video generation model. And as of December 9th, SORA is live now. Even though it is still in its early stages, it can already generate videos of up to 20 seconds long. And what sets it apart from its competitors are their innovative features like finding and isolating the best frames of a clip and then extending the scenes. Then organizing and editing sequences on a personal timeline in form of a storyboard is just like editing in a video editing software. Then creating seamless loop videos and then merging two different clips together to create a seamless transition between the scenes. Users can even design and share custom styles using a preset, making it a versatile tool for filmmakers, marketers, and independent creators. So these capabilities do create a huge excitement across the creative world because of its potential to streamline the production process and redefine video creation. Then there is Runway's Gen-3 model, which launched around September. So this update brings a significant improvement in video quality, particularly in character consistency and motion fidelity. One of its standout features is the ability to generate text within videos, solving a persistent challenge with AI video generation. So these advancements make it an invaluable tool for VFX artists, filmmakers, and independent creators who are looking to improve their creative workflow with precise and high quality results. Then there is Tooncrafter, which has made animation easier for everyone. Whether you are a pro animator or someone who can't even draw a stick figure, it can turn images or sketches into high quality, smooth anime quality animations. It generates in-between frames or the interpolation frames between the two images to make animation look more natural and professional. So this tool opens up new possibilities with storytelling and helping creators bringing their ideas to life with less effort. And then of course we cannot forget Luma Dream Machine and the announcement of Meta Movie Gen, how they are changing the game for creators. Dream Machine is all about making visual storytelling easier. It can again generate really high quality videos just from text or from images, and it is also a great tool to visualizing ideas quickly. On the other hand, Meta's Movie Gen focuses on creating high quality videos from text and images. Although the access is still limited, but it is showing potential of creating really high quality videos. Both these tools highlight how AI is helping creators move from concept to visually polished result faster than ever. But here is the thing, AI has become a collaborator, not a replacement. Tools like FluxLoRa let artists customize the AI outputs by matching their unique art styles. Imagine having your own personal digital apprentice that works tirelessly for generating drafts, freeing you up for focusing on perfecting the final masterpiece. For animators, tools like Tooncrafter and Cascader is changing the animation workflow in exciting ways. Tooncrafter is more focused on 2D animation or image inputs like sketches, and it creates in-between frames. While Cascader is more into 3D animation, it is properly optimized with some AI technologies to generate or simulate physics. These tools showcase how AI can enhance productivity while letting animators focus more on creative tasks while handling the tedious and more time-consuming tasks effectively. What's exciting is how accessible these tools are. You no longer need years of training to create stunning visuals. Whether you are an independent creator or a seasoned professional, generative AI is democratizing creativity, giving voice to everyone. But let's not sugarcoat it. Automation has a downside. Tasks like background creation in animation or basic design layout are becoming completely automated. So these are the tasks that are fulfilled by junior roles, and traditionally it has been the first step into the industry. So right now there is a risk of disappearing junior roles. And there is also the ethical dilemma. Who owns the AI generated art? What happens when AI borrows too much from an existing style? Copyright debates and transparency issues related to AI generated art are a hot topic now. Plus, the fear of losing human touch is valid. Many creatives believe that relying on AI art too much can dilute originality. But here is the twist. It's not about AI replacing artists, it's about how artists use AI as a tool to amplify their skill sets. Now looking ahead, the future is balanced. AI is here to stay. It's up to us to decide how we use it. So the ethical guidelines will be crucial and necessary, ensuring that AI supports rather than undermines the creative process. Quantum computing, for example, could take real-time rendering and simulations to unimaginable level, giving opportunities to animators and VFX artists to create much complex scenes in seconds. But with great powers comes great responsibility, right? And as we head on to 2025, the message is clear: adapt, evolve, and embrace. Artists who will learn to collaborate with AI rather than going against it will be in the forefront in this new era. So the debate of AI being good or bad isn't black and white. It's a tool, rather a powerful one. So it can stifle creativity or rather it can set it free. It's up to us how we wield it. So what's your take on it? Do let me know in the comment section, and that's the end of this video. So if you liked it, make sure to hit the like button and do subscribe this channel if you are here for the first time, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.